Hello, Seasonal Vantage Insiders, Alex here. So today's date, it is the 16th of September 2024. As I'm doing this video, the time now is about 3:22 p.m. So first thing first, one announcement first, okay? I'll be doing a members only webinar on this coming Thursday, 19th of September at 7:30 p.m. So this is the members only webinar, 19th September at 7:30 p.m. All right, so I will be sending out this link. You will find this link, okay, in the posting, okay, this weekly video posting in the members area over there. So do register for this event. Okay, so somehow you cannot find the link or whatever it is, you should be able to find out it is inside these videos members post over there. So this is the link over there. Okay, so I'll go through, especially for those new members, okay, the housekeeping rules and what things you need to do and all this lah, okay, and then also a refresher of how my entry trigger, how I determine the trend and all this, okay, and of course Q&A, very important Q&A for the so-called for new and old members as well. And I will be also sharing with you guys a new so-called a indicator, a new tool that I developed on TradingView. So this is more on a market breadth tool. So just want to share with you guys, also teach you how to use this tool. Okay, so all in all, this will be, I think, will be a good session. So do register for this members only webinar. It is okay if you can't make it. Okay, there'll be recording, but of course the best is if you can attend this live. So if there's any question, you can just ask me straight away directly. Okay, all right, so this is the announcement here first. And secondly, okay, let's head over to what I mentioned last week. Okay, so last week, okay, the last post that I posted in the members area was on the September 12th. That was on a Thursday. So this is a midweek update and stocks in focus, right? Okay, so actually last week, right, last Monday, Facebook Live, right, the live stream, I did a poll to the public. I asked, right, how many of you guys here are actually, bullish or bearish about the market for the next 1 or 2 weeks, right? I think 100% say they are bearish, right? So at that point in time, okay, I know that, the market, not the market, I could be wrong really, because, I was also a little bit bearish, more gravitating more towards the bearish side. But the majority, in fact, most who answered and typed in the chat box also said bearish. So I was really a bit worried that saying that, the market might actually turn anytime soon. So as expected, you see, this is the S&P 500 futures, right? Okay, this was when I did my Facebook Live. After I asked this question, all of you guys were bearish. The coming week, which is last week, the market just hit up all the way. Okay, so that's the reason why I said then, okay, majority are wrong. So if the majority, holds the same view as I am, then I'll be really, really more careful. Okay, and yeah, so I think there was an email from John. He said that, a lot of people are very bearish. Okay, so that's why the reason he said that, he's like, thinking that reverse might happen also, because too many people were too bearish already. Okay, anyway, I'll go back to the chart later. So this was the members area. All right, so I discussed that the crude oil, okay, crude oil futures also went up pretty nicely. Later I'll go through some of these ideas over there, but yeah, USO and all these XLE are also doing okay, pretty nicely up. And this one, yeah, the watch list, right? So I entered into Llama Advertising. So as I mentioned, this was a REIT, and recently REIT was pretty strong, even though this is under they are doing business classified under the REIT structure. So you can see that LAMR, it is bullish, or that was the highlight. Okay, I highlighted that. So LAMR, you can see that Llama Advertising was very good. Okay, after that on a Wednesday, so on Thursday, I think I entered somewhere around here, mid bar of this big candle over there. Okay, so I entered around here. So this was the wash and rinse. Okay, right now, my reward to risk ratio, it is about more than 1R. It's more than 1R right now. So I'm actually looking to take profit anytime soon. And not only that, you can see that the Elder Force Index with ATR, okay, you can see that it is starting to show a red dot already. It doesn't mean that it is going to come down immediately, but it is just telling you that the price right now, it is a little bit overextended already. So if you have profit, okay, you can decide, to take the whole profit or take partial profit, exit half, that kind of thing, up to you to decide. So you can see from the members area over there, okay, members area over there. So under the testimonial, the member success, okay, you can see that Zhihao, okay, Zhihao exited also LAMR. So this was the LAMR he entered, okay. So half my position, okay, when it hit 1R. So if you actually enter into LAMR, okay, do share your success, okay, do share your screenshot, your profit, whatever it is in the member success in the Seasonal Vantage public group over there. Okay, and then you say, and Melvin enter into oil as well, make some profit as well. Okay, and John not directly into oil futures, okay, but into DHT, also under the oil stocks over there. He also made a pretty nice 7%. So if you have exited, make some profit, okay, do share your screenshot in the member success area. As I mentioned, every single month, okay, at least for the next coming few months, I'll be doing a lucky draw, okay, and we'll be getting a $50 capital voucher. If you are residing in Malaysia, okay, I know that the capital voucher is of no use to you, because most likely you can't use the capital voucher lah. Okay, I can give you the Amazon gift voucher, okay, Amazon voucher, so you can use it to buy on Amazon as well. So not to worry whether you are in Singapore or in Malaysia. In Singapore, I'll give you the capital voucher. If you are Malaysian, residing in Malaysia, okay, then I'll give you the Amazon voucher. So you can still use it to buy things online. All right. So this is for that. And then, which I mentioned this, Exelon and Alaska, even though it was a bearish setup, okay, by right, you should not have entered because, okay, there was no trigger. Exelon, it is EXC, okay, EXC. All right, it just continued to go higher, so there was no trigger. My watch line was here. Okay, but you can see that there is a overextended so-called red dot coming out from the Elder Force Index already. Another one is ALK Alaska Air Group. Okay, also no trigger, so it continues to go higher. It is also overextended, but it doesn't mean price need to come down immediately. It just tells you that the reward to risk ratio, it is not so good in your favor if you try to long now. Okay, so all in all, based on the midweek update, right, you should have only entered into Llama Advertising, which I've entered also. So looking to exit anytime. So this was the recap for last week. And previously, okay, I got stopped out from ECL, Ecolab. Okay, Ecolab, I got stopped out because my type was pretty, my stop was pretty tight as well. So somewhere around here, okay, I get stopped out. So nevertheless, it is fine. So as I mentioned, okay, the key thing is the reward to risk ratio, okay, must be in your favor. If you have 1.2 and above, 1.5R, 2R, the best, okay, if you can get above 1.5R, okay, but typically 1.5R, I will exit, okay, you can lose half of your trade and you are still profitable. So last week was pretty good. Oil was doing pretty good also. Llama Advertising was also pretty good as well, okay. So, and then for this week, right, okay, let's head back to the S&P 500. This is the cash index, all right. So the zero gamma level, it is at about 5515. You can see that right now price, it is above 1115, which means that the market makers, options dealer, they are net long options, okay, so-called they are positive in gamma basically. So you can expect lesser volatility, okay, as of now. And also not to mention that this coming week, all right, the Friday, the 20th is the options expiry OPEX this Friday. So typically, okay, if the market is in an uptrend, typically heading into the OPEX, the market tends to go higher. So as of now, my view is gravitating more towards the upside, okay? All right. But I need to tell you also, all right, for this coming week, right, the key thing will be the Fed fund rate, okay, which is happening on Wednesday midnight, after midnight, okay, which is actually Singapore time, Thursday early morning at 2 a.m., where the Fed will announce whether they're going to cut a 0.25% or they're going to cut a 0.5%. So if you actually look at the CME watch tool, right, you can see that the cut to 0.5% has increased tremendously to about 61%. So the market is expecting that the Fed will cut 0.5% instead of 0.25%. So right now it's the probability is 61%. So this is, you search on the news, you can see that, Reuters, Fed seen nearly as like to cut rate by 50 basis points. So personally, okay, I would prefer that the Fed will actually cut 25 basis point, because if you cut 50 basis point, I think I mentioned last week or last week that, it is signaling to the market that the economy is really not doing very well. That's why I need to cut, at a faster pace. Okay, if the market is still doing okay, they can cut slowly at their own timing, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, that kind of thing. But 0.5, I think might spook the markets lah. Okay, I don't know what will happen, but again, if the market is expecting 0.5%, and then the Fed is only dropping 0.25%, then the market might have a very bullish reaction. Okay, so as of now, we really have no idea, okay, what the market will do. So the market most likely will consolidate, okay, will consolidate within the next 1 or 2 days until Wednesday midnight okay, Singapore time. Then the market will have a decisive move whether to go up or to go down, so which I'm not very sure. Okay, so this is the reason why for this coming week, right, okay, I don't really have a trade setup, okay, and also I prefer to sit on the fence as of now. Okay, there are still stocks to trade, but not the general kind of stocks in the list anymore. Okay, so let's head over to the list right now. So if you take a look at the bearish ETF, okay, and also this for this coming week is actually 15 to 22nd of September, and then the bearish stocks, okay, is also from here. So get filter out, okay, and all this. So you can see that the bearish stocks, there's still quite a lot, okay. And then for the bullish ETF, all right, if you filter until 16 to 22, okay, then actually for the ETF, there's basically nothing. Only is the dollar index from 16 September to 31st of October. For the past 10 years, it tend to go up during this period. Okay, and of course, this is very closely linked, all right, to the Fed cut this coming Wednesday as well, because if the there's any surprises or anything, okay, this will move the forex market as well. So as of now, okay, not so keen on that, okay, all right, on the dollar index and all this, okay. And if you look at the bullish stocks, if you actually if you actually look at the bullish stocks from 16 to 22nd, okay, actually also not a lot, okay, only a few only. And after looking at these stocks, because there's only a few stocks, okay, most of them has already ran up already. So there is no trigger. So I've decided to actually add in a few more dates, okay, just to anticipate further what could move. So I added into 16 to 25th of September. Okay, all right, 21st September. So all in all, there's a lot more stocks, but again, I say that I'm not so keen on the the general stocks out there, and a lot do not have any trigger. But okay, I'm still quite keen on the energy sector, because you can see, as I mentioned, right, energy, I mentioned, okay, previously, that focus on the energy or the oil stocks, all right. So I have already give some, anticipation that, early September, oil tends to grind higher until maybe, towards the mid-October, that kind. Okay, of course, it doesn't mean that oil has to go up, okay, during this period. It is just based on historical data. It is not 报价, but okay, you can see that, based on the current price action on the crude oil, you can see that it was actually very, very oversold already. Okay, even though it did not have a green dot over here from the Elder Force Index, but you can see that after I mentioned that and put in the wash line on the futures, the futures was 67.20. You can see that price continue to go higher. So right now we are still at a from here, right, we are still at a relatively low level now. So if you take a look at USO, okay, it is also, if really got triggered, it is on the Thursday. Friday there was a little bit pullback, but oil is still okay. So this is a proxy for the oil futures. Another one, it is actually the XLE as a proxy for the oil, which is the energy sector. There was a green dot over there to signal that it is an overextended move to the downside over there. Okay, but the thing that I would not is actually this little long pin bar over there. But I think based on context, I think it's still okay. All right. So energy, I'm still pretty bullish. You might need to maybe hold for 1 to 2 weeks, that kind of, maybe not instantaneously that within the next 1 or 2 days price can shoot up like that. I don't know. We shall see how it goes later. But I'm still generally bullish on oil because market breadth, the energy sector was pretty at a pretty low level already. Okay, so if you take a look at the data sheet, okay, so I just want to focus more on the oil energy sector. So this is the bullish stock for this coming week, plus a few more days into the next week, right? So until 25th of September. Okay, I only want to focus on the energy stocks. So based on this list, right, there is only a few stocks. Okay, I think this one, the PXD, it is actually not inside the US. I think the data is not clean, but nevertheless, okay, ignore this PXD. Okay, FANG, TNK, CVI, MPC. Okay, if you take a look at FANG is the biggest company of all the 5 stocks over there. Okay, FANG is not too bad as well. You can see that there is a wash and rinse here where price closed lower than the prior day low. So prior day low is on a Tuesday. The low, it is at 168.92. 168.92. All right, so you can see that on Thursday, the wash and rinse has already triggered already. Okay, and then on Friday, it just also went a bit higher, but there was some shadow. So all in all, okay, by right, it should have already triggered, but I still think that we are still at a relatively low level there. There are still some upside to go. So let's see whether price can continue to go higher within the next 1 to 2 weeks or so. This is for FANG. Another one that I'm looking at, that is TNK. TNK is TK Tankers. It is not exactly oil. It's under marine shipping. Sorry, so after I look at the price action, not so good because we are almost approaching the CPR already. So TNK are not the best. So ignore TNK. So FANG and actually CVI MPC. Okay, CVI, it is actually CVR Energy. Okay, CVR Energy also can see that there is a green dot at the Elder Force Index. Okay, and then there's also a wash and rinse for CVR Energy, CVI, ticker symbol CVI. So you can see that this is the day on Wednesday where price closed lower than the prior day low. The prior day low on Tuesday, it is actually 21.66. This is a small cap stock, 21.66 over there. Okay, but it is the market cap, it is still above 1B. I think it's still okay. All right. So you can see that it had a trigger on Friday for a wash and rinse. All right. So I think that maybe there could be still some upside to go. So CVR, let's see whether this coming week price can hit higher, okay, for the next 1 to 2 weeks or so. This is CVR Energy. And the last but not least that I'm looking at, it is actually MPC, Marathon Petroleum Corporation. So this is MPC. So once again, there is also a wash and rinse trigger. So this is the day on Wednesday where price closed lower than the prior day low. The prior day low, it is 160.17. 160.17 over there. All right, so actually on Thursday has already triggered. On Friday, price went up a little bit higher, okay, but there's some long shadow over there. But all in all, I think there's still some upside to go, okay. All right, so we shall see whether this coming week our price can go higher or not. So of course, the CPR there will be acting as a resistance. So all in all, this three company, okay, Diamond Black, which is FANG, and CVR Energy, CVI, and Marathon Petroleum Corp, which is MPC. But I think my preferred one to look at it is actually FANG and CVI. I think there are more upside to go. Okay. So for the rest of the stocks, other industry, other sectors, I'm not so keen. So I'm more keen when after Wednesday midnight, and see how is the market moving after the Fed rate cut announcement. So all in all, I'm only interested in this oil stocks only. And the other one that I am actually looking at, the last but not least, okay, I think the bullish ETF one, okay, add in some more, okay. It is actually Corn. Corn, I think I mentioned last week in the Facebook Live. I'm still looking at Corn. Actually, Corn looks a good entry over there. Corn, okay, this is based on okay, inference over there, okay. So we infer from that Corn, it is doing well. So 24th of September to 8th of October for the past 10 years, okay. 90% of that it is up during this period. Okay, so to take a look at Corn, this is Corn over there. Okay, this is Corn. So I actually wanted to enter last Friday, okay, but I did not enter. Okay, I was too tired after that. All right, so anyway, yeah, so price at this moment in time, the futures, it is coming down. So, give a better entry price over there. So all in all, you can see that Corn, it is it's not too bad based on price action. Okay, favorable date, it is somewhere around here already, and then it was in a downtrend. First point, okay, first time in many months that price is above the central pivot range and seems supported by the CPR. So there are a few ways that you can do it. Okay, you can trade the Corn futures, which I think most of you won't trade directly the futures. So the next best alternative options is to actually trade the Corn CFD. So again, I won't so-called pinpoint which broker to use. There are many CFD brokers. So all the ones that we have hosted before or sponsored us before, okay, they're all good to go. Okay, to trade the Corn CFD, or you can trade the Corn ETF, this one, Qfirm Corn ETF, okay. By right, it is in the TPT list, but I think this Corn does not have a withholding tax, okay. Let's make a double check again, PTP list, okay. PTP, this is a PTP list over there. Okay, if you search for Corn, yeah, Corn. So this is under tax exemption. Yes, it's under tax exemption. So if you trade this, you won't be having any tax. Okay, no 10% tax lah. Okay, so I think you can still trade this. So you can see that this is Corn. Okay, it is right above the CPR as well. All right. Of course, you can see that, hey, Alex, there is a red dot over here, but you can see based on the context lah. Okay, so there was a comeback, okay, and then a pullback, and then moving higher. So I think still okay. All right, so it depends on the context of where the price is right now, whether this is Corn. So all in all, I'm only looking at the oil stocks and also at the Corn, okay, for this week. The rest of the stocks I'm not interested until the Fed, okay, announce the rate cut and see how the market move. All right, with that, thanks so much. Before I go off, remind you again, tonight there is the Facebook Live. So do tune in to tonight Facebook and YouTube Live at 10:30 p.m. So see you again, and thanks and bye-bye.